So you've watched the C.A.L.M method videos by now. You've learned connect, allow, let go, move forward, and you thought this makes sense, but it's too hard. I can't do this right now. Your mind is racing, your emotions are everywhere, and the idea of being present for even 10 seconds feels impossible. So you think, maybe this works for other people, but I am way too overwhelmed for this. And here's what I want you to know. The C.A.L.M method feeling too hard isn't a sign you can't do it. It's a sign you're exactly where this practice was designed to meet you. So let me show you why it feels too hard and how to start anyway. When you're in identity crisis, your brain isn't functioning normally. You've lost the roles that defined you, your job, your marriage, your beliefs, or your place in this world. And your nervous system interprets that loss as a survival threat. Because for most of human history, losing your role in the group meant death. So your brain activates emergency mode, and in emergency mode, 3 things happen. First, your attention narrows. You can't think about anything except what you lost and what you were afraid of losing next. And your mind loops. What happened? Why did this happen? And what am I going to do? Second, your emotions intensify. Grief, panic, shame, or anger. They're all amplified because your nervous system is trying to get you to do something about the threat, even though there's nothing to fight and nowhere to run. Third, your cognitive capacity drops. That part of your brain that does complex thinking, like planning, problem solving, self-regulation, it goes offline because in an emergency, you don't need complex thinking. You need fast reactions. So when someone says, just be present or practice mindfulness, your brain hears that as calm down and think clearly. But you can't calm down and you can't think clearly because your nervous system won't let you. That's why the C.A.L.M method feels too hard. Not because you're doing it wrong, not because you're broken, but because you're in crisis and your brain is responding exactly how it's designed to respond in crisis. So the C.A.L.M method feeling too hard is normal. Here's what most mindfulness teaching gets wrong. It assumes you can sit down and close your eyes and notice your breath and gently redirect your attention when your mind wanders. But in identity crisis, you're not starting from okay. You're starting from everything I thought was true about myself has collapsed and I don't know who I am anymore. That's not a baseline, that's free fall. So the C.A.L.M method isn't asking you to be calm. It's asking you to build capacity for calm slowly over time in small moments. The method isn't something you do perfectly. It's something you practice poorly at first, and even practicing poorly still works. Let me show you what this looks like. When I first tried to practice connecting after my experience with personal loss, I thought I needed to sit in silence and be present with my breath for like 10 minutes. It lasted about 30 seconds, because within the 30 seconds, I was thinking about everything I had lost, and then I fell apart, and then I was angry at myself for falling apart, and then I was thinking, see, I can't even do this. I thought, this isn't helping anything at all. But then something shifted. I realized I was present. I was present with grief. I was present with overwhelm. I was present with the thought, I can't do this. I wasn't present with my breath in some peaceful way, but I was present with what was actually here, and that's the practice. The C.A.L.M method doesn't require you to feel calm. It requires you to be present with whatever you're actually feeling. Even if you're feeling this is too hard, that's still the practice. Because noticing I can't be present right now is being present. Noticing my mind won't stop is presence. Noticing I'm too overwhelmed for this is awareness of overwhelm. And awareness of overwhelm is the first step toward working with overwhelm instead of being consumed by it. You're not trying to make the overwhelm go away. You're learning to stay present while it's here. That's the practice. And you don't need to do it for 10 minutes. Maybe just do it for 10 seconds. So here's how to start when the C.A.L.M method feels too hard. Step 1, lower the bar. You don't need to practice all 4 steps. You don't need to practice for 10 minutes. You don't even need to practice well. You just need to practice once for 10 seconds. That's it. 1 breath where you notice, I'm breathing. 1 moment where you notice, I'm feeling like shit right now. 1 second where you notice, my mind is racing. That's the practice. 10 seconds of noticing what's actually here. Not changing it, not fixing it, just noticing. That's connect. Step 2, use the method on the method. When you think the C.A.L.M method is too hard, practice C.A.L.M on that thought. Connect. Notice the thought. Notice the feeling in your body when you think that. Allow. Let it be true that it feels too hard right now. Don't fight that feeling. Let go. Notice if there's a should running. I should be able to do this. Other people can do this. What's wrong with me? Let that go. Move forward. From that awareness, ask, what's the smallest possible step I can take right now? Maybe it's 1 breath. Maybe it's noticing your feet on the floor. Maybe it's saying out loud, I'm overwhelmed. That's responsive action. It's not big action. It's not impressive action. Just honest action from present awareness. Step 3, progress isn't linear. Some days you can practice for 30 seconds. Some days you can't practice at all. Some days you practice and it helps. Some days you practice and it doesn't seem to help. That's normal. You're not trying to get good at this. You're learning to show up for yourself in the middle of chaos, and showing up poorly is still showing up. Step 4, start with what's easiest. You don't have to start with connect. If noticing your breath feels too overwhelming, don't start there. Start with let go. Notice 1 should that's running. I should have figured it out by now, and just notice it. That's the practice. Or start with allow. Notice 1 thing you're resisting. I don't want to feel this grief. Let it be okay that you're resisting. That's allowing the resistance. Or start with move forward. Take 1 small action that feels aligned. Send 1 text. Write 1 sentence. Make 1 decision. You don't have to do all 4 steps in order. Just start with whichever step feels most accessible to you right now. Here's what I want you to understand. The C.A.L.M method feeling too hard doesn't mean it won't work for you. It means you're in the exact situation it was designed for. This method wasn't built for people who are calm and centered. It was built for people who are overwhelmed and falling apart. And it works not by making you calm immediately, but by teaching you how to be present with yourself even when you're not calm. Over time, that presence creates space, and in that space, calm becomes possible. Not forced, not performed, but naturally arising from awareness. You don't need to believe it will work. You just need to try it once for 10 seconds and then try it again tomorrow. That's how you build capacity, not through perfection, through repetition. The C.A.L.M method might feel too hard right now, but it's still possible. 1 breath at a time, 1 moment at a time, 1 small step at a time. That's the practice. And you can start right now. The full C.A.L.M method, including practices for when you're too overwhelmed to practice, is in my book, From Reactive to Resilient: Practical Awareness for Major Life Changes. This book includes modified practices for different levels of crisis intensity. It's not just the ideal version, the I'm barely functioning version, because you're not broken if this feels too hard. You're in crisis. And the method was built for exactly where you are right now. So the Kindle edition is available right now for pre-order at $9.99. Paperback and premium hardcover launch on January 13th, 2026. You can pre-order the Kindle today at reactivetoresilient.com. You don't have to have it figured out to start. You just need to start where you are. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this work.